So this is Google Docs within Google Drive, or otherwise known as Documents. So the equivalent to Microsoft Word, probably the most common used tool within the Google Drive suite. So just like Microsoft Word, you see your common formatting here. But let's go kind of from the left to right to familiarize yourself with the tools here. So first I have the title. If I click on the title, I can rename it. Under the title, I have my file menu, my toolbar for files. And under this toolbar, I have ones I want to point out are share, which if I go way to the upper right here, you see I can share as well, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But back to file, this is where I can make a copy. I can download it as a Word or PDF. I can print it or send messages to my collaborators if it's a shared document. But the biggest one I want to point out right now is See Revision History, because that's very unique to Google Docs. If I click See Revision History, over here now in the right corner, it'll show me changes I've made over the document over time. And if this is a collaborative document, it'll show me color-coded what changes different people made. And I can either revert back to that document, or in an academic setting, I can have students reflect on their work and see how they worked over different stages of it. It's also sometimes useful for an accountability tool. If you ask students to do all of the writing in Docs, this allows you to kind of see that they've written it over time versus copy and pasting. Let's go back to, so I'm going to X out the revision history. A lot of these are pretty similar to Microsoft Word, so I won't elaborate too much. But under Insert, what's interesting thing here is I can insert different things from, for example, if I can insert images, I can, you see I can do it by, I can search for images, or I can do it by URL, which is kind of, because it's online, you can utilize those tools. Another thing that makes it interesting by being online is if I click over to Tools and click under Research, which actually by default is already open on this right side, it's a built-in Google search bar. So if I'm writing a paper about George Washington was born, and I don't remember when he was born, I could right here write George Washington born, and George Washington born in 1732. So it's a built-in tool there. Another interesting thing under tools is that you have translation, which you can translate into the languages that Google allows you to translate to. So let's talk about this last feature here. Is over here is the comment and share, which I love comments. So there's a few ways you can make comments. If I want to make an in-text comment back to student, I can highlight where I want to make a comment and make a comment, and then I can leave my comments here. I can also click on the comments here in the upper right corner and just make a general comment. Now what's great is that so when students want to see the history of comments, whenever they click on the comment bar, it shows all their comments. And then if I click on the comment, that's an in-text comment over here, it actually highlights where I am doing my in-text comment. A great way to leave feedback for students, and students can actually reply, so they can reply to the comment. This is a really dynamic way of giving feedback. And let's talk about the last thing that makes Google Docs what it is. It's sharing. So I can click here and share, and just like any folders or files in Google Drive, as it will be described later or earlier, depending on when you're watching this. You see here I can either share a link so that anybody with this link can view it, and I can change and see anyone with this link can view, anyone this link can edit, anyone this link can comment, where they can't edit but they can leave feedback. I can say anyone in Sacred Heart can view, edit, or comment. Anyone with Sacred Heart, the link can view and comment. The difference between link and non-link between these two is this one allows your document to be searchable by Sacred Heart Network. This one means that really, if they don't have the link, they can't find it. Private really just means, private means that only people I specifically add can, and whatever criteria I set for them, edit, comment, view, can see it. And I click Save to save my shared settings. And that's Google Docs.